I remember being in a chair and them asking me, a bunch of men in suits, asking me to, laugh or smile or peek up over the chair. And I remember that for some reason, I wasn't doing it right. And I remember the feeling of wanting to please those people. And that my mother was there saying, Ellen, come on, look over. And I just knew that we liked them. And I wanted to do what they said, and I wanted to please them.
I remember a lot of cords, lots of big fat cords all over the place, and they would be set up in one area, and they just kind of took over. He would set up the scene and then let us kind of improvise. But still, we were pretty stiff. We were kids from Amarillo, Texas, and with cameras all over our house.
Good evening. I'm Jane Wyatt. You probably know me as the television mother. But tonight, I join NBC News in taking a look at a real mother and at the family she raises. Ours is a search into the meaning of family life today. Well, are we through to Amarillo? Are you there, Mrs. Robertson?
Not only am I here, there are about a dozen technicians and maybe half a ton of equipment here with strange men doing mysterious things all over the house. We're beginning to wonder if we're ever going to get back to normal.
Well, I hope this isn't too much of an intrusion, Mrs. Robertson, but we do have a serious purpose. A lot has happened in the world since last Thanksgiving. U2, Cuba, sit-in strikes, the Congo.
Well, yes, since last Thanksgiving, though. Those haven't been our big problems.
Well, what were your problems, Mrs. Robertson?
From what I understand, NBC was looking for a family to profile, and they sent letters to their NBC affiliates.
We want your help in finding a family around which to build a 1-hour program for broadcast at Thanksgiving. The show will be a documentary, photographing actual people in the real circumstances of their immediate life. The family sought should reflect the norm rather than the extraordinary. We've always thought that if they were going to really make it a typical American family, that you wouldn't have chosen one with 9 children.
Starting at the top. Kay, Kent, Robin, PJ, Roy, Laurel, Jenny, Ellen, Neil, Carrie.
Everyone always said that the Robertsons weren't a family, they were a tribe, because there were so many of us. We would spend a week at this church camp, and we would all wear the same shirts. Somebody once said, ORL, to my father, ORL, that's so cute. Is that so you won't lose one? And he said, hell no, it's so I won't pick up an extra.
She said, there's going to be somebody coming here to talk with her about doing a TV show on our family. I said, what? They want to do this program on us, but I have to think about it, and I have to talk with Dad about it. But I remember the final decision was, well, we've decided to accept this offer. And I said, why? And she said, well, because we feel that it's an adventure
that if we pass it up, we might regret.
In a day when the world's eye is on war, space, and machines that make for greater destruction, what value does the family have? In our time, it has lost the economic, geographic, and political place it once had in our lives. Does it contribute anything? Does it still have meaning? These are the questions that bring us to Story of a Family.